If children are being abused, I don't give a fuck about your rights. I don't give a fuck about your privacy. I don't give a fuck about your opinions. I give a fuck about that child. So here's the thing. If people's lives are at risk, you don't get to play victim when I tell the truth. When people's lives at risk, you don't get to look the other way. You don't get to pretend to be my friend and then ignore me for years. No, you are helping child molesters and child rapists and murderers to get away. You're not a fucking friend. Not one of my friends showed they were an actual friend. I get that it's complicated. It didn't start off that way. It started off with a heroin junkie who had a crush and wanted to fight with her sister over a boy. Nothing to fucking do with me. Them fighting over a boy is not my fucking fault. I shouldn't be the one fucking punished over them fighting over a boy. But I gotta go to fucking junkies for help. Seriously. Mandy Singer, yeah, she's a junkie. Why did I help her? Because her fucking son was missing. Then after Natalie's death, why did I help her? Because she gave me the impression that she had just had a baby and was fucking stranded in Arizona and needed to get to fucking Colorado. Well, it turned out she didn't just have a baby. Her daughter had a baby elsewhere. So when I called up Angela Kurzmal to get this woman somewhere safe because she was getting beaten on in Arizona by her boyfriend Joseph, that's right, Joseph. Not this other guy that she's talking about. No, it was Joseph. She's trying to protect her predator, Joseph. Unlike me, Joseph actually is fucking schizophrenic. He's actually schizophrenic. I can't do any of the things that I need to do from fucking stuck in this goddamn vehicle. I need to have a friend or a family member look at evidence and fucking call it in with me. There's the evidence from court. And there's the evidence that shows that those fucking people lied. There's evidence of things that people claim they did. People who offered to help, they claim that they did these things. The instructions were very clear. Turn it in with me and fucking record it. Save the fucking evidence. Otherwise, I have to drag you into court. See, you push people to suicide. That's the problem with Vicky Rain. I told her the things that would push me to suicide, and she did those things. Kind of like I told that lady in Washington State what would push me to suicide, and she did those things. Now, at least Vicky Rain is kind enough and respectful enough to let me know if she can't make it. She is kind enough and respectful enough to tell me that if she's got a medical appointment, she's got a medical appointment. Now, All of that is time that I have fucking wasted. This entire fucking month with Vicky Rain has entirely been fucking wasted. She wants her phone number to be kept safe, and that to some degree can be done. But I can't keep your name safe. If you're not going to advocate for me and you're not going to help me get this stuff into court, I have to go public about the fact that I'm trying to get it into court, that it is your issues, not mine, that are creating the major issues. It's not like she didn't explain it to me. She did. No, it's not my fault that she's got the issues that she's got. It's not my fault that she's got PTSD. It's not my fault that her brother was killed by police in Texas. It's not my fault she had to move here, nor my choice for her to move here. I am glad that she exists here to some small degree, but the longer it goes along, the more unsafe it is for me to have my stuff over there or for me to trust her. And her help has done nothing but make it more difficult for me to have access to my evidence. And, of course, getting me stuck here. Did she get me stuck here? No, she didn't. But she did not listen to, with the intent of understanding, obviously, because I did say these things. She did hear them. She didn't listen with the intent to understand them. When I was telling her about the things that people had done, she wanted to tell me things that I've heard before out of others, and they ended up being bullshit. When you don't keep your word, I'm going to speak up publicly. Always. When it comes to your phone number, you've got a limited amount of time to tell the truth. A lot of people, they wanted to pretend like they were going to help me, pretend like they were going to help me, pretend like they were going to help me. In the end, I had to call them all out. You didn't keep your word. When you tell me you can't because of your trauma, when you tell me that you can't for any reason whatsoever, after you have said that you can and will and promised me that you'll do so, it's pretty important. When you tell me that my stuff is safe there, no, my stuff is safe there, pending whether or not I tell the truth. See, when I was at Tabby's, she was nice to me. Kept on making promises. If I do this and I do that. Never following through, never helping. If I pay for this and I pay for that and I buy this and I buy that. We're doing what you want me to do. When we get me established with my vehicle in a post office here in Tillamook, that was a bad fucking idea, and I let her know that. It is unsafe for me to go to the cops or the hospital here. I need help getting a safe environment. I need you to pay attention to what the fuck I am telling you and not make it about you. If I'm explaining to you something, like, yeah, you know what? Tabby said that my stuff was safe there. Lanny Engeline said my stuff was safe there. My stuff wasn't safe at either one. My things were not safe. Lots of people tried to get me to stuff my shit in their fucking garage. I had myself, of course, completely duped in this, hoping that this time would be different. I didn't expect it to be different. I voiced my concerns from the very start. My safety is definitely definitely not a concern of hers. And that's why her name is up. I am at more risk of abuse because I did what she asked. I am at more risk. Higher risk because of her help. Her help. Is it the help I need or the stuff that you want to shove at me because you know better than me because I'm a retard? See, with everybody, I got to get past their fucking assumptions. Hey, stop projecting your fucking assumptions and look at the fucking evidence. If you say we're going to look at the evidence, let's actually fucking do it. Not, all right, Sean, well, you spent all of that time sending me shit. Now I need you to go back and resend it a different way. And once you've done that, I'm going to tell you I can't accept it in that format. It needs to be fucking typed. Hey, Sean, why don't you type it down? Why don't you write it down? Over and over, you make the same fucking suggestions. What I'm telling you is that I have fucking written it down. I have written it down. Here's the thing. If anybody ends up dead, I'm not going to give a fuck about her goddamn phone number. I'll give it out to the whole world. She didn't keep her word. She conned me into doing what she wanted by making empty promises. By doing the things that she said she wouldn't do. That is very much how it feels. I won't do that, Sean. I won't do that, Sean. I won't do that, Sean. No, you certainly will. And then you can use your PTSD as an excuse. I don't get that excuse. Look at the way the term mentally ill was used different for me than Natalie Bollinger. She's mentally ill, poor her. I'm mentally ill. I should be fucking hung in public. She's a drug addict. But it's okay because she's female. I don't do drugs. But I'm treated like a drug addict because I told on a fucking druggy female. The things that I told you about how this would make it worse if you didn't follow through were not a fucking joke. I can't function stuck out here. When you tell me things that I have heard before out of many others and it ended up being bullshit, see, that's much of the issue here. There is plenty of evidence that I fucking tried. People wanted to talk over me, tell me how to think, tell me how to feel, and force me to jump through a bunch of expensive hoops that only fucked me over. My safety is not your fucking concern, obviously. You don't actually care about my safety or my well-being. Those parts, the parts that you promised, the most important parts are the parts you didn't keep your word about. We did what you wanted, and it fucked me over. If people end up dead, no, I can't keep her number safe. I will have to give it out to the whole fucking world. Maybe somebody will call her and fucking try investigating it. I shouldn't have to do this on the internet, but I can go into cops and talk to them alone. Vicky is obviously not going to fucking do that. She's gonna make promises, then she's gonna have a fucking panic attack. And she's gonna change her mind again, and again, and again, and again, and again. That's not fucking help. By the way, anger is a very useful emotion. There are things you should be angry about. Child molesters, you should be angry about. Bad cops, you should be angry about. Taking advantage of at-risk adults, you should for surely be fucking angry about. I did write everything down. I did. I even tried making a ledger so that I could try to make it so I didn't have to write down every time that I was referencing a piece of evidence that I had. I could just draw a little fucking triangle real quick. That means it's a phone that it's on. Little funny square with a Y in it, that's for YouTube. The evidence is on YouTube. If it's one of them little squares with an F in it, the evidence is on Facebook. If it's a backwards D, it means it's in an email. See that? See that? It's not that I didn't fucking write it all down. I did my best to write it all down. I was denied access to the things that I needed to write it down, denied access to the officers' names, retaliated against, and fucking prevented from being able to do any of this. It is not okay to fucking harm at-risk adults. Your trauma is not a valid fucking excuse. When your help is you making empty promises that fuck me over, I'm not keeping it a secret. Wrote it down. Here's another one. It's got Robert Harvoy's name on it. Robert S. Harvoy, 203 West 2nd Street, P.O. Box 90, Ogallala, Nebraska, 69153, United States, 308-284-4051. You fuck me over, I give out your number. Simple. Tell the truth. Dallas Richmond, 308-874-6262. Shit, I got a bunch of these. Fucking lots of shit in here. Lots and lots and lots of shit. Not that it makes any fucking difference. It makes zero fucking difference. Without a friend or family member who fucking cares, none of these people will do their jobs. They treat us like fucking junkies. I had to trust Vicky Rain. Had to. Nobody else here was doing shit. Not that it makes any fucking difference. Vicky Rain isn't coming forward either. Oh, here's a good one. This one's ordered by Kern, written by New Year. Yeah, that's right. Unable to sign due to status. That's right. They fucking torture you in the fucking prison. Fucking psychologically, physically. And then there's the rights you're supposed to have. Well, they don't give a fuck about those rights. You're supposed to be able to turn in the people who are harming you in there anonymously. When the guard that you wrote about gets to take that back to your fucking cell and treat you like you're a shitty person for turning them in. And nobody does a goddamn thing about it. See, that's the problem. This shit prevents me from showing evidence. It prevents me from getting shit done in a timely and efficient fucking manner. It cuts me off from the evidence. It destroys evidence. It allows my predators time to destroy evidence, to slander my name. And I gotta try to trust a lady who talks nice, yes. But in the end, she didn't keep her word. She said it's not about a relationship. It's not about money. Which I'm glad for. I mean, obviously, she spent a lot of money already, but money in what direction? See, we needed to focus on trying to find me a safe place and explaining that this is an unsafe situation, that I am incapable of doing these things. Is she gonna do that? No, she's not. I'm overwhelmed. I can't fucking function because of the hell that I fucking live. The conditions that I fucking live in. That I was forced into. Because nobody fucking cared. I can't take your goddamn empty promises.